This is Tom Bernacki, and today I'm talking about bunion splints, bunion socks, and toe spacers. Do any of these things work? Yes, they work, but I'm going to tell you how well they work and when you should use them, and we're starting now. The thing is, a bunion is like this. Your big toe joint is essentially bent over. Do I have a bunion? I don't. But as a foot and ankle doctor, I have done a ton of bunion surgeries. I see them all the time. And gradually, as my career has gone on, I've done a lot of things that can make the bunion both feel better. Basically, people don't need as much surgery as I was doing early in my career. In that way, can we cure bunions? I could say people don't want surgery as much by a significant margin with me. So I consider that fixing the problem. Are you ever as healthy as when you're a little baby? You're not. When we're little kids, we're the healthiest we're ever going to be. That's kind of the bottom line. Are you going to be perfectly healthy again? It's hard to guarantee that, but it's going to be a whole lot better with the stuff I talk about here. When my knee bends in and my foot bends out, that's called overpronation. The muscles in the back of my calf muscle actually come down around my ankle and insert into the tip of the toe. That's called your flexor hallucis longus. And the one that goes from the top all the way to the top of the toe is called the extensor hallucis longus. When my foot bends in, I can't really bend my big toe up. Take a look right here. When my knee bends in, and you can see I'm pushing it in and my foot's all the way out, I can't lift my toe. See that? I can't lift it. When I land on it, it has to go to the side. But watch this. When my knee's out and my foot's up, I can actually bend my toe all the way. Supination means your foot is straight and the big toe joint's straight. Pronation means your ankle's buckling in and the big toe as a result turns out. You can see those arrows there. And as that foot collapses, the actual big toe joint rotates. So that makes the bunion develop because of the leg position. If your toe does not bend, you might have hallux rigidus. In that case, watch to the end. I'm going to tell you what to do rather than right now. Watch this right here. When my knee's in and my foot's out, I cannot bend my toe up. I'm really trying, but I can't. But when my foot is in and my knee is out, look at how much I could bend my toe up. Take a look here on the right. The knee is straight and the bunion is straight. But take a look right here. When the knees bend in, the tendons bend the bunion over. Don't worry, I'll show that again. Take a look at how much this angle sags in. The knee is turning in as well if the ankle is turning in like this. This makes the extensor hallucis longus tendon and the flexor hallucis buckle in. It does not matter if a brace or a gel pad is holding it straight right here. It will not overcome the whole body weight. Now take a look at this guy. He has flexible hamstrings, calf muscles, great posture. His ankles are not sagging and his knee is not turning in. Hence, those muscles will not create a bunion. The reason for that is the muscle called your flexor hallucis longus comes down around the ankle. So if your ankle's buckling in, your toe is essentially stuck down and it can only move out to the side. When my foot is out and I walk, my toe is going to shoot over that way. So overpronation can keep your toe straight. And if you overpronate too much, then the EHL and FHL tendons shoot the toe over just like this. And here's where the muscles are for the flexor hallucis longus. And it comes down on the inside of the ankle just like this. So knee position matters a lot. My right foot is flexible, moving upward, but my left foot not very flexible. So it has to turn out and that knee turns in. That's going to tense the FHL tendon and that EHL tendon. If I didn't wear orthotics and good shoes and do all the stuff that I talk about in these videos, I probably should have a bunion on my left foot. But because I do these things, I probably have a good chance of not getting one. This is not research, but my dad has the same foot type as me, and he didn't wear good shoes and do any of the stuff I'm talking about. And he developed a bunion in the same foot that he's tight in. For the majority of the patients I see, that is the problem. Even though the bone is starting to dislocate, if you can actually grab your toe and hold it straight with your foot turned in, then, even people with very severe bunions, I can do that. That means your toe has a chance of getting better. And that's where these things are effective. Now, I have a full bunion video, and that's linked below. Watch that. But That's where these braces can be effective. This splint, here's how it works. So I'm going to put this guy on. It's got the little tag there. Let's take that tag off. I don't think we'll need to return it. The reviews on these actually are not too bad. So right here, it's very adjustable. I actually really like this right here. And, you know, it's a pretty nice little device. Now, obviously I don't have a bunion, but you could see right here. To me, it's a little bit bulky, but do patients like it? It works. Is it going to bend you straight? No. That knee, that overpronation of the foot is what's actually more needed to be corrected. It's not your big toe that's bent. It's the ankle bending in. I'm still walking on the inside of my toe, even if there's a strap holding it straight. Fixing your hamstring, fixing your thigh muscle strength, fixing your calf muscle, fixing this muscle, wearing a good orthotic and wearing a good shoe. And I have all the guides down below. Otherwise, this would be a 2-hour video. I have all these guides below. That's what really makes a difference more than this big toe brace right here. The sock right here, I'm going to pop this guy open. You know, it's a nice little device. This is actually a nice looking little sock right here. This is for the left foot. It's a compression sock that holds the bunion right there. You can see if I were a lady who wore a nice shoe, it's very nicely padded, holds the toe straight. I would be able to get something in there. So with these toe socks right here, I would be able to get like a little spacer, but I don't recommend doing that because again, getting the calf flexible, the hamstring flexible, and working the 4 muscle groups is kind of the key in this case. The socks do have excellent reviews. All they do is they pad, they won't actually hold your toe straight. Now, if I want to get crazy, I could put this thing over this toe. So you can see right there, I could do that, but that's ridiculous. That's not going to fit in any shoe. Like I'm telling you, I've seen this with hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands and thousands of patients during surgeries. This stuff's too bulky. The socks help. They help for athletes that don't fix the underlying problem. The bunion, if you get an x-ray and there's no osteoarthritis in there, those tendons can be straighter and the symptoms do gradually decrease. All these surgeries being advertised, yes, they're not horrible, but this works extremely well too. So focus on those muscles and the biomechanics. And then number 3, toe spacers. I kind of feel the same way. There's ones that go between the big toe and the second toe. These are kind of my favorites. So you can see right there. It's a nice little device. Holds the toe straight. You know what? This one's a nice gel one. I've read the reviews. Would I wear this all day? I would not. Unless I'm a lady, heeled shoes or something. I'm telling you, the orthotic and the shoes work almost all the time. Now, I could see why all these devices, so I could see why these gel pads, why these socks right here, why these are all popular. Realistically, I would go with the Bunion sock. Get yourself a good supportive shoe. A good supportive shoe. I have a ton of shoe guides linked down below, and a good supportive orthotic. That's really the key. This is where this doesn't work. If you actually have osteoarthritis, so take a look here. That's not a bunion. That's a huge bone spur, or that's an implant that's jamming the toe. If you have a huge bone spur and your joint is destroyed from a break or a fall, that's not a bunion, although it can look like a bunion. So you can see this is called hallux rigidus, and it stops motion. This is where gel pads work amazing. This can make a big, big difference. The best way to tell is unfortunately an x-ray with your podiatrist. So if you're in Michigan, come see me, but that's where a splint and a pad work well. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. We appreciate your likes, your subscribes, your comment. We really love hearing if this stuff helps. It really makes a big difference for us. So thank you.